Alright guys, welcome back to another extremely entertaining war, at least from my perspective. Main account, we got Doc Ock, Nebula, and Wiccan. You know what Wiccan is for, he's going to be for some fun fights. But watch how crazy this interaction is with Doc Ock against Mr. Sinister. He is a conduit defender, so the heal block is going to help us out a lot. So what we're going to do is, we're going to go ahead and parry heavy a bunch of times. And what's going to happen is, at a certain point, once I get to a special one here, I'm going to apply the heal block. Then I'm going to go ahead and refresh it. And we're going to replay this. Because what happens is, I'm going to I'm going to crit on the first hit. And he's going to regen that, but he's heal blocked, so it gets reversed. Then I crit again for 10k on the special one, which then refreshes the heal block, and it just absolutely melts him. That was unbelievable. So I really liked that one. Next up, we bring the junior account with the rank 4 Doc Ock, rank 3 Torch, and Mr. Fantastic for synergies. We're going to put the pre-fight on for Doom here. This is Ebb and Flow Intercept. I do make one mistake on this one. Just I underestimated the timing on my SP2 stun, and I didn't actually get clipped by his special 2, but luckily we're Torch, we're Incinerate immune, we're boosted up. It just costs us some potions for the next fight. But this one here, the only thing I gotta do is, when he has the shock up on me, I want to back off, don't want to deal with that at all. Here I thought I had room for a heavy, and I got clapped. That's fine, we'll survive, we'll get some adrenaline healing. But all we gotta do is, as long as we can weave in some intercepts, even without it, we also have the Power Sting synergy with Doc Ock and Mr. Fantastic for any science and tech champions, which make it that much easier, and he just kills himself there. Rintrah, also Ebb and Flow Intercept, Mighty Charge. I heal up Torch, and we go in. The only thing I have to be careful is, I know that I need to keep knocking him down. I don't want to give him a lot of his charges on the top right there. I do not want to hit him. I don't want to push him to all the way to the right corner, to the wall with 10 charges. That will trigger an unstoppable. So, and I do have to try and weave in some intercepts as well. I do have the power stings, which are helping me out as well. But you can see, once I get him against the wall, I'm going to back off. I really don't want to deal with him against the wall at all. Even if he has less than 10 charges, I don't want to give him the charges. So I'll let him charge in. This fight's going to be a little bit slower. I do try to get some intercepts like there. I do get a nice one in. But it's not, it's a little tricky sometimes. Also, I just have to be careful in case he has any I don't want to, if my buff's to fail, I don't want to push him to, like, I can deal with his special 2, but I don't want to push him anywhere close to that. So I figure it's better to just go with the special ones, keep knocking him down, and let him, you know, do some damage to himself with the power stings. So it's just taking it nice and slow, not really worried about this. Again, you can see here, I'm just trying to find some openings if I can actually get them in there. Let him throw that special 1 again. And again, it's a little bit of a slow fight, but it's not too bad. But we do have some fun ones, some more fun ones this war. We did have 9 fights. It's been fun because I've been doing a lot of different ones. We haven't been on Path 5 yet this season, so we're kind of exploring all over the map with this alliance, which is a bit of a fun part. I don't do any of the organizing, but I'm happy to. I've still pulled some audibles, like someone was supposed to take an Omega Sentinel fight, but I ended up taking that one instead. So I've got a couple more fun ones. But again, this one was just, had some patience. I see he was close to 20 charges. I don't want him at 20 either. He does put a few ruptures on me there, but we've got some willpower healing, so it's not too bad. Again, got another intercept in. Let him take some damage even just from the power stings. We can get up to 3 of them on him. There, nice special 1 intercept. And he is almost done. Knock him down again. And again, it's just playing it slow, playing it smart, playing it safe. I don't want to get turned around on this fight at all. So there we go. Let him throw that last special, and that'll kill him. So we'll just back off, let him throw the special 1. And there we go. All right, next up, we're on Path 2 in Section 2. We got Nimrod here. There's really nothing too crazy about this Nimrod at all. We're just going to go in with Nebula. We're gonna back off. We're gonna try and build up to 20 of her shock charges. At the same time, just bait heavies without parrying. While we get up to 20 charges, we want to get close to a special 2. Then we want to parry, drop a special 2, convert all those 20 shocks into 40 shocks, if we can get up to 20 charges, and let him absolutely get melted. Now, some champions are easier to do this against. I've done it against Nimrod a bunch of times in previous seasons, so I'm pretty comfortable doing this against Nimrod. Doing it against other champions is not always the same, and we'll see that in a little bit. But here we're almost at 20. We got into 19 or 18 charges. Switch it into 36 with the special 2, and he melts. I had a bit of a brain fart on this one. I haven't done I forgot that Nebula absolutely just destroys EMP, and I don't have to worry about I start the fight by trying to build up my charges, but really I don't have to do anything. All I need to do is trigger a buff, which I get placebos anyway, and then because of EMP, as soon as he throws a special, I'm going to shoot up to 20 charges, and then I don't have to worry about anything. I can just parry, put 20 shocks on him, and that's it. So there I go straight up to 20. I don't have to do anything. Instead, I end up trying to throw a special 2, or I get he goes invisible. I get clapped. Luckily, Nebula has her regen charges, so I regen right back up, and then I finally realize what's going on here. I try to throw that special 2, but I realize I don't need it at all. All I gotta do is let him throw a special. Now I'm at 20 charges. I just parry, back off, and do that same thing again. And I'm fine. Let him throw another special. I just will build up right again to 20 shock charges, or here up to 15, parry, and the fight is over. So got through it, but wasn't as smooth as it could have been. Now we've got Gorr. We just took Gorr and melted him on last war. Here I can pretty much just ignore the node. I know he can get a regen if I back up and hold block, but here we don't have to worry about unblockable attacks or anything. I'm just going to parry and go put on the neutralize from his buffs. Then every time I hit him, he's going to be getting incinerates. I go with the special 1. You can just see he's just melting like crazy. I'm not worried at all. So there we throw another one. Look at all those buff fails converted into incinerates there, and he's done. Super fast fight with Wiccan. Now, here's the Omega Sentinel. She is a robot. We're going to heal up Nebula. The only reason she's going to get a regen on this node is going to be if you poison her, bleed her. Other than that, you don't have to worry about the unblockable or the regen. So here, this is what I mean by sometimes it's not so easy to get up to the 20 charges. She's got that interesting heavy attack. Plus, if she doesn't want to throw the special right away, it can be frustrating. I didn't want to deal with the special 2. So I'm trying to, I figure at this point, okay, fine. I'll take whatever I can get on the special 2 shocks. So I get 22 shocks, get rid of half of her health right away. I kind of get pushed into the corner here. I don't really have an opportunity at this point to build up my charges because I kind of want to get away from the wall. And I want to get back up to like 5 shock charges so I can just shut her down as a robot, and I can bypass the node altogether in terms of the damage cap. So we're going to get back up to, there we're up to like 8 charges. Get a nice little intercept there. I get clapped by that special 1. Fortunately, one of my regen charges kicks in. We're just, at this point, we're just trying to do any damage we can. Was not the cleanest fight, but I felt pretty confident still that I was going to be able to get through it because there was really nothing happening. I didn't have to deal with her auto block really at all. There, my regen kicks in again. So Nebula paying dividends, but there we get through it, and that's really all I needed Nebula for. So that was fine. Next up, we have more Oc Shenanigans against Mangog here. I've done this the last couple wars. I think they're enjoying me doing this fight here. We got the rank 4 Oc is absolutely going to shred Mangog here. I did go with a power start 1 just for fun, and we're going to see a really cool interaction. The standard is when you parry in heavy, you're going to be most likely reapplying 1 debuff, and if you have all 3 of your charges, you can get the triple debuff like I did there with the special 2. Now, with the triple debuff, I got 2 power locks and 1 heal block. So I am getting a lot of power really quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and refresh the triple debuff instead of detonating it. And then I'm going to do that a few times. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to see that I have more and more time that I can, as I get to my special 1. I'm going to try and get to a second special 2 while the triple debuff is still active. We're going to drop another special 2, and now we got the rare 5 debuffs. We're going to go ahead, parry, heavy him, and he's gone. And if you missed that, let's take a look at it again. But the 5 debuffs, 48,000 direct damage. Super fun. Now, this is our second time taking a Knull boss, and Knull is just not giving me good openings here. This is a god. So what I got to do for Wiccan is you got to back up and get the resistance up by dashing back and holding block for 1.2 seconds, and then you can block unblockable hits from a cosmic champion. Now, I can get him to throw the heavy attack here, but he does not want to throw a special, and it's very frustrating. I'm trying to bait. I decide, okay, fine, I'll push him to a special 2. I don't want to deal with it, but I'll let him get to the special 2. I'll throw my special 1, and at the same time, I don't want my resistance up to disappear, so I have to back up and hold block in order to get that going, and he's just not throwing a special. Finally, when he does decide to throw a special, I had an invul boost up. Usually I can just hold block here. Something happened. It's probably just on me. I must have let go of the screen. I get clipped, and now I'm stuck in the corner and dealing with his special in the corner. I thought I had an opening. He parries me, and I'm toast. So frustrating because I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to do the same plan, going to have the same strategy, and it's going to work extremely well. And if I could just get him to behave even a little bit better, then I should be able to eventually solo this fight. So the other key thing with Wiccan is he's immune to reverse controls. He's immune to armor break. As long as I can keep up my resistance up, I will be immune to his unblockable attacks. Here, I don't really care if he gets his, if he throws his special 1. I'm just going to take it on the block, and you can see there those 21 incinerates on him, putting in some work. So I just keep throwing that special 1, keep throwing some incinerates on him, try and get him neutralized as much as possible. So here again, got to wait it out. This time I think we're actually going to be able to block his special attack. Again, doesn't want to really throw anything. Now I'm looking for openings, trying to keep my resistance up without it disappearing. Back up again. See if he'll actually throw something. Okay, we'll get another special 1 on him. Getting a little bit of damage there. Finally, he throws it. This time we're able to back off out of it. I've actually been getting much better at fully evading his special 2. It's just very nerve-wracking to even attempt it during a final boss fight in Alliance War. There we go. We're doing pretty well. as long as he actually, you know, plays along and throws some specials. There, he did get a degen on me, but we're going to take him out before he gets us. So there he goes. 1 death, some fun fights. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.